episode, guys. So if you could take a second and subscribe and smash that like button, it would be real helpful for me to keep on doing those episodes. I appreciate the great feedback, guys, and I know you guys enjoy the templates on WeMakeDanceMusic.com because they're the top seller. So thank you very much for this, guys. So if you get a second, guys, you have to check WeMakeDanceMusic.com. There's over 6,500 templates from 400 producers who make the music they love and upload literally the project, so you can download it and learn so much from it. And that's it, guys. I'm gonna get straight into this episode. I'm doing a bit of a freestyle thing today. It's gonna have a name, you know, after I'm done with the episode I will name it, but I don't really know. So freestyle mean I set BPM 128 BPM, put a kick, like a clap, a hi-hat. I kind of loaded a few synth like ideas, you know, that I want to start with, but I really don't know where it's gonna go. 128. I think I'm gonna blend techno, progressive, and trance. So it's gonna be kind of melodic techno, progressive, not really trance because it's 128. It's not gonna be so high in energy, but it's gonna be some synths in there. If you know me, you know I love synths. So let's get started, guys. And again, of course, I have to say my speech, guys. If you didn't know, I will make 3 templates, one for Logic, one for FL Studio, one for Ableton from this project, so you can get the samples, you can get everything. The template also include all the sound, the sample, presets if there's any, guys. So let's just have a listen to this little beat that I made earlier. So super basic. Gonna play you a few keys that I've, you know, started to play with. So there was some nice, I used a Logic synth to start. I didn't explore them so much, so I started, I'm like, oh, this sound actually is very good. So brass sound, super clean. I think I'm just gonna drop some reverb on there to start. I'm gonna do a reverb here and try to play a little bit of a melody to try to inspire other ideas to come. So reverb, silver reverb, of course, my reverb in there, grandiose. So this is completely dry. Makes everything so much smoother. Of course, it's a very large room, it's a bit crazy, but to play it's fun. It sounds more. Let's try to reverb a little bit. I think we have some great ideas in there already. Who knows where we're gonna go with this? So guys, let's go in there. I like to quantize first and then I can make it more human a bit later, but this could be okay, but so here, of course, this is a bit. It would be better if it's here. So I'm gonna go straight onto the part to just modify them and then pick the best one. Maybe even put the rest aside, you know, for a little bit later if we want to. I'm having a bit of an issue here. Okay, 3. So this, if we move this here. I think I would say that this one at 9 here is the most. It's very simple. However, like the little bit of like the down keys in there are interesting. So like I said, I will not flush the rest. I'm just gonna put it aside. Maybe later we'll come back to something with it, but at least we have a start. A start to a track is always very important. Usually I definitely don't start with the lead, but somehow today, I don't know, I felt like it, so it's very nice. The spring is here, guys. We have a sale on that. We make this music. No, just kidding. Yes, let's have fun with it a little bit first. Drop the reverb because it's a bit crazy. I would like to also send it to like some kind of a delay. So I'm gonna do a channel here. I'm gonna introduce a delay. I'm gonna do delay designer because it's the most advanced. That's very simple. See, that's already a nice dimension. I like to always cut the lows of the reverb and the delay so they don't take too much space in the mix. So here, let's go to the next one, ESP. Wow, those synth I haven't played with in a long time, guys. Punchy stereo bass. Let's see what we got. Whoa, this is very punchy. I think I was messing up with it a little bit. I don't find it so exciting right now, so I will browse a little bit. I will keep this very sound, that I will keep this pattern, but like I said, guys, ideas are very important to put down. Like I think the biggest mistake that a lot of people do is they put down an idea and right away it has to be perfect and they keep on going until it's perfect. I think you just put down the idea, you work on it, you make it better and better and better and better, you know, until you reach the point where this is it. So if you want to make it perfect first, unless you're a professional musician, you do that for, you know, 30 years. I make that for 20 and I still do this. So I do like this growl. Okay, let's put it in there. See what we do with it. What if I wanted to go down instead of up here? Maybe go down here just for fun. Not super soul. I'm not sure, this is gonna be a bit low. That's a bit better to start. Replicate the parts. It's a bit loud here. sound doesn't really make it for me. Quite chunky, this. I guess we can make it work. The plugs. This is interesting for sure. I like it because the little part here, kind of moogie kind of hits in there, didn't really give such a nice effect, but with the keychain, with just the subs there, that sounds much better. Do that, drop right away a compressor on there. Sidechain it to the kick. Where is my kick? Right here. Fast attack, fast release, 4:1 ratio for me to have the sidechain going. You can hear it. Also change the mode. I think we're good like this. It's pumping nicely, it's good. Now we can lower the volume of the bass a little bit since it's working with the kick. Can take this brass, try to mix it a little bit better because it was very loud, of course. Gonna go with this brass sound. Right here. Do we have a filter? Volume? Cut off? Well, it was already completely closed, so if I wanted to, let's say, do a cutoff on it, it's a very rich wave, you know, and we might not want to use the full frequency all the way, so I can even put a little bit of a notch at the top onto here to hear more of a natural feel of a filter. I think now we need a little bit more percussions. I like those rims. It's a bit low for some rims, I would say. So the rim, I would say a little bit here. Just two. Shorter. And it's not quite the rim sound, I would say, so we're gonna pick something better. Bit of a supplement to the hats there, so there are some open hats here which I'm not certain I would use this much, but I will probably put one there. So I'm going to look at a bit of the keys that I use here. Take that and sorry guys, I'm gonna take these. Sorry, there must be some dust in here or something. Ooh. So like I said, I'm gonna take these, I'm gonna create a little bit of a simple chord with it. And I'm gonna extend it to a full bar, and it'll be a bit shorter here. Split here, this here, and then pick up probably Alchemy, stereo. Try to do like a background pad kind of thing. Opening a little bit, but we can change that. We can do that back here. Oh, we can change really anything. I did like the bright version here. To make sure we actually hear the pad opening, obviously we're going to extend it to 4 bars. I would say I'm also a bit high in the register at C3. I'm going to drop it. I like thick. Okay, this is getting interesting. I'm gonna send it to the reverb bus. So that was one of my ideas. I had another idea that I will execute right now. To do this, do the same chord here but with an arp. I think the arp could work very well with the pad there, except the arp will be faster. Arpeggiated here and really browse an arp, like something simple, something very simple. There's so much content in those plugins, it's insane. This one is a classic. I think the arp should be just 1 octave. Go here into the mode and choose a multi-mode, pick up a file here, some nice presets down here. You can see the steps here. Try to pick something that fits what we have already. So this is a bit like kind of a horsey kind of ride thing. This one. This is good. So I can lower the volume, sidechain it again, compressor here. Go into my kick one, sidechain it quite heavily. I want the pump. sure we're not clipping. Then go back into the main program here. See, I cannot really cut it. Oh, so this is high pass filter, like a comb, I think. So let's bring it in. Send it. Gonna cut the brass at the top to play with this harp a little bit. So the bass in the back is creating this solid foundation with the harp progressing like this. Just this on its own, mixed properly, would do something great. We also, of course, have the pad going on there. You can also play with those parameters here. Play with the root of the waveform that we're using. So I want more like saw square or really a complete pulse. Put it in the middle here. Nice. Good trick, guys. You can automate this. I can do this here and really automate it to change the sound completely in real time, make like a super kind of chaotic, trippy thing. Let's say we're going up here into a breakdown or something like that, and something amazing. So I love those synths. Logic really, it's a bit advanced. I have to be honest that I didn't appreciate them as much as I do now before, because I didn't take the time to explore and to really go deep into them, because professional gear, it's like if you have a very good guitar and you don't know how to play it, you're not gonna be able to enjoy it. I think it's the same thing with a synth. You really have to go deep into it. So that, and then I think this was definitely not this song. This chords were interesting. This is the Logic sampler, very interesting. There's some super cool presets in there. I think that if we send it to the reverb, and also to the delay. Do a bit techno, I'm gonna do more pattern like this. So very, very simple. However, it's gonna really enhance the groove. It's gonna fill a bit of the mid-lows in there. Let's quantize it. Fix this little part here so it's in the right time. So this is interesting. Let's look at this sample and what's in there for us to play with. Definitely interesting. I think I will add again some sidechain in there compress, keep the pumping of the track always with the sidechain. Not necessarily put it on everything. I think it's good to put it on most, personally. So when the kick hits, you know, you always have this steady pumping, like pum pum pum. The kick needs some room. So this part, okay, let's say this part here. Pull out the compressor. So this part now, with the sidechain, without the sidechain. I mean, it is there, but it doesn't have the presence, you know, that it has with the sidechain. So now that we're progressing, I'm going to go into my ARP here. I'm going to drop it a little bit in the back. Or at the top, really. I think here is good. Let's listen to it. Let's hear what this filter is doing. Ah, it's quite combi, this filter. And then to the top. Well, let's leave it there. Let's stop it. It's an interesting kind of sound. I think it's techno-y, you know, we're in the techno kind of vibe. We could also put it really in the back. Just a little bit more. Kind of need a bit of the top. Not so much. I just want just its edge. So if we put the brass back on, I'm going to be able to put it at the top. Open them again. Here. Oof. Try to put the ARP in there. I think I might filter the top too. Oof, takes a lot of room, the spectrum, as you can see. I would like to have just the mid. Oh, it doesn't sound so good, just the mid. Not sure for this harp in there, I think I would use something else. Now, I have this channel here, I think. Oh, I would really like this kind of big brass kind of thing here, or at the top here. So I'd like to send it to the reverb, make it. So I'm gonna take what we have already, make it a bit longer, and then think about adding some elements. Drop this synth. The synth will be for a different part, so everything's working fine there. Again, use our effects. While listening to this, I'm tempted to take the chord that we created here, just drop them in there. Then play with it a little bit. Go into the synth, see what we have here. old synth that Logic made such a long time ago. It doesn't blow my mind just yet, I would say. Maybe if we just copy it and go and have a little trip to synth nostalgia. Oh, that's a maximum chunk there. Oh, I don't dislike that, but not for this track. Second ruler, replicate what we have already, think about what we're gonna do with this track, think who is it for. I mean, this is just an idea that I will turn into a template, you know. So for me, I kind of want to create, I want to put things in there, I want to really make the best out of the time that I put in there. So this little plucks we just did, maybe with the art. Definitely cannot mix that very well in my headphones, so the final result is always better because I can actually mix it on the speakers here. Another trick that I want to give you guys that I started doing on most of my track, you're gonna do that on all track, is I always take my bass and my kick and I send it to a bus and I actually put it in mono. I mean, this is a trick old like the mountains. I didn't do it until recently for some reasons that I don't know. So you see here the bus is mono. So you have the bass and the kick here that are turned into mono. The principle behind that is very important. Is if the signal is at the center, you can have a maximum of energy, and when it's gonna play in the club, you're really gonna feel this is in mono, and it's need to be in mono because most subs are actually mono, as you guys know. And this, you can put much more things on top somehow. The mix sound better is just center, and then when you put the mix, it's like it does make a difference. So this is a trick. And guys, that's gonna be it for this episode of your live electronic music tutorials. I know I'm in the middle of kind of creating a track. I'll put on much more work into it, create a really cool template for you guys with this kind of synthy, techno, new age maybe track. And until next time, may the sound be with you.